Hey there, John here, and I hope you're doing great. I've got something really interesting to share with you today, and I'm going to review this product called the Hypothyroidism Revolution for you today. The Hypothyroidism Revolution is something that I've reviewed, and I'll have to tell you that it's remarkably good. But let me ask you a question before we really get going. Do you know the real truth about the causes of hypothyroidism and how to treat it? Now, I'm not trying to make you feel bad if you don't, but quite frankly, I didn't either until I saw this ebook. And it can be a very confusing task to try to figure all this out on your own. Of course, you're tired of having low energy, being stressed out, and not having the relationships in your life that you could have, not being productive as you want to be. And I know you're out there trying to figure all this stuff out. And there are so many choices and treatments out there that it can be very confusing. I know it can be difficult trying to figure all this stuff out at first with all the different medical advice out there and all the misleading information on the websites. And all you want to do is you just want a solution for your problem. So what do? Again, after spending several hours of research trying to figure all this out myself, the Hypothyroidism Revolution is recommended to help you solve this problem. So what is it? Well, it's a great resource to help you understand hypothyroidism and the way to control it through various foods. Now, it's by a guy named Tom Brimeyer, and he's a medical practitioner. And he found a way to do this, to control hypothyroidism through various foods. And what this course does is it sorts through the tons of information out there and only gives you the best advice that works. Like I said, he had this condition himself, and he was looking for solutions. And at first, nothing seemed to work until he ran across an important discovery that changed his life. It's something that the medical community hopes that you don't discover, because it's a more natural solution, and it really doesn't involve a doctor prescribing expensive medications or drugs that can be harmful to you. And so they're really hoping that you don't find out about this. It really breaks it down to where it's easy to understand. Even if you're a beginner at this and just starting to research this stuff and trying to figure it out, this is great for beginners who have this condition. If you're just trying to get started, trying to figure out the best solution, trying to sort it all out, trying to figure out what the food items are you should be eating, then this will help you. And it'll tell you the ones you should be eating to help you out and the ones you should avoid that are harmful. And another thing, it's an entirely complete system. This is very well put together, and it's put together in a way that will give you a plan for the right direction. Now, you can read this sales letter yourself. I'm not going to read it to you. In fact, there's a very helpful video that explains all of this before you actually get to the sales letter, and I'll talk about that in a moment. But basically, what he's talking about here is he's trying to help you figure out a way. He was trying to figure out his own way to cure hypothyroidism, and he did all the research and compiled everything down into a concise plan. And he was successful at healing himself naturally, and then decided that he would go out and help others who were struggling with the same thing. So he starts out by talking about the symptoms of hypothyroidism, such as being overwhelmed and tired, exhausted at the end of the day, struggling to think clearly, and basically just not feeling like himself. Feeling like his brain was in a fog the whole time. He mentions feeling out of control, and also a downward spiral of weight gain and constant worry. Just worried all the time. And finally he said, enough's enough. I'm tired of this. And he came to his own solution that led to the following results. And what he discovered is, by working out his own solution, it says it here in the sales letter. You can read it yourself. He says, my energy levels quickly returned to normal. I was getting out of bed every morning with enthusiasm and motivation. He had the capacity to handle stress more efficiently. He was able to concentrate more, and he could walk into a room without screaming children bothering him as much, especially as a parent. His relationships became stronger, and he finally felt like he was in control again. Well, that says quite a bit. If you can get back to that state of your life where you actually feel in control, you're not overwhelmed and tired, and you feel like the person you used to be, then that says quite a bit. So he mentions all of this in this program, and he tells you how he got to this point. So really, with this guide here, with this course, he goes over the 3 phases of hypothyroidism, and he tells you how to achieve each phase. And so, first of all, he talks about the problems. He says you're just basically eating all the wrong foods, and you just don't even know it. And then he talks about it's not what you eat, but it's how you eat it. And then he talks about how you must correct the negative hormone feedback cycles, and he tells you how to do that. And this is what they're not telling you. This is what the medical community really doesn't focus on, because they just rather prescribe you a bunch of drugs and keep you on those drugs forever. This Hypothyroidism Revolution book is just an excellent resource to help you find natural ways of feeling better. There's a ton of testimonials on here. You can see my thyroid test was normal. Things started changing overnight. Just a ton of user feedback and testimonials on here. And he talks about the benefits you'll get by buying his course. So after doing a lot of research on this just makes total sense to me. I'm extremely impressed with this. And not only that, but there's a bunch of bonuses that you get as well. But he talks about the phases, as I mentioned earlier. Phase 1 is just getting your energy levels back. Phase 2 talks about accelerating those energy levels once you actually start feeling normal again and getting them back. And then phase 3 is how to build up on that foundation and fortify it so that you have newfound health for life. How to keep this going forever, for the rest of your life. And so, again, a lot of testimonials, a lot of user feedback. And folks, he couldn't put this on here. I mean, if this was all a lie, he couldn't do it. I mean, he would get in so much trouble by doing this. So all these testimonials are by real people with real names. I mean, you can see a lot of products you see might just have initials like TJ from, Sacramento, California or something. And you don't know who the heck TJ is. These are real people with real names and real testimonials. So I'm very impressed with that. He talks about the 60-day step-by-step daily action plan that you get, a quick start diet guide, a quick reference guide, a resource guide, supplement guide. This contains a ton of information, and again, you can go to the sales letter and look at it yourself, but talks about a calculator that will help you keep everything in balance. Daily food logs, symptoms checklist. Again, just a wealth of information, a ton of testimonials by people who have actually used this with real names and gotten real results from this. And so, again, I'm extremely impressed with this. When you visit this website, you can watch the video and look at the sales letter for yourself and make your own judgment call on this. But what I'd recommend you do right now, while you're looking at this video and while you're still thinking about it, is there's a link in the description box below this video. And I'm going to recommend that you click on that link and go to this website below this video. Just click on it, and it'll take you to a website where you'll see a little more information about this product. And you can click over to the site, and it'll even tell you how to watch a free video that explains all of this in more detail. This whole program is outlined in great detail on the video. So I recommend that you click on that link in the description box and go to this website, look over it, and see what you think. If you think this has been helpful to you and you think this will help you, then go ahead and get it. Grab it while you can. I hope it helps. But if you think that maybe you need to keep researching through the tons of information out there and try to figure this all out yourself, go ahead and do that. So you have a choice to make now, but the first choice you should make is click on the link below the video, go to the website and check it out and see what you think. So remember, click on the link below, go to the website, look at the video, and get some more information. And that's it. So that's it for today. Have a great day.